Good morning, Vietnam. Well, maybe good morning, Japan, or good evening, wherever you guys are tuning in from. We got people from all over the world joining us tonight. Just want to say what's up. Let me know if you guys can hear and see me. Give a quick 1, 2, 3 audio visual check. Let me know. And also type in the chat, guys, if you are a VIP member. And if you are, where you're from. VIP from where? Good stuff. Harold Schwinn, VIP Kansas beginner. Florida, Mr. Russ. What's up, Russ? VIP Santa Barbara looks and sounds good. Mr. Jack in the house. What's up? Hopefully you like those presentations I put together for you. Hopefully that helped. Guys, I'm not going to lie. One of these presentations takes about 4.5 hours to create, from just getting the content, putting the slides together, figuring out what I'm going to say and all of that. It's a lot of work, but if it can help one person and help maybe 2 persons or 3 persons after that, 2 or 3, that doesn't make sense, but you guys get what I'm saying. Then, hey, at least it's helping somebody. I can't put out those wet paint job videos right now because I don't have I don't have a location right now. But as soon as I get a location, guys, we will be getting a lot more eye candy video, demoing stuff, painting, dripping wet, all that stuff. But right now I'm working with what I might as well just help you guys out like that. So awesome, Jack. I'm glad you like it. Wendy Blue from Orlando, Florida, VIP South Africa. Hola, my people. Awesome, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. So today we're gonna do auto body Q&A, and I'm gonna talk about a few other things. And Stephen Mitchell says GunBudd really shows overlap when you're spraying. I mean, I think the product works really good, and I don't know. Like, I've been testing this thing out. It's basically it's like an espresso in a bottle. So it's condensed concentrate coffee in a bottle. All right. You do like a 4-to-1 mixture. It's called Cafe Base. Hopefully the video is coming out good. And you just add like some of this, you add water or milk or whatever. Like, first time my wife drinks this, so I'm like, let me try it. So I tried it because I usually make a pot of coffee. Any coffee drinkers in here except for me? How many people in here drink coffee on a daily? So like, I make a pot in the morning and I'll like polish the whole pot before I even start my day. And like sometimes now when I don't feel like cleaning the machine out and making a pot of coffee, like I'll just put some of this in ice, make like a little mini daily 2 pots. So yeah, I'm like a pot in the morning and then a pot during the day. Like, I'm bad with coffee. Like, I'm just a coffee, maniac. And when I was in Texas, I had a espresso machine, the Breville espresso machine. So you got the beans. It would make your bean. You would basically, make your espresso right there, and I would have 2 shots in the morning, 2 shots 2 hours after that, 2 shots after lunch, 2 shots at night when I'm working. It's like I was getting like 8 to 10 shots of espresso per day, and I would make Americanos. So that's basically putting that espresso in some hot water, and then I'd add milk and a little bit of honey sometimes, or sometimes no sugar at all. Bean to cup, baby. I'm a pot a day guy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hope everyone's doing great. Japan is doing good. It's starting to get warmer. I'm wearing shirts outside and whatnot. So yeah, I'm glad everybody's doing well. Well, I didn't really ask if you guys are doing well. Are you guys doing well? Like, how are things in the US? Things opening back up, I hear. I spoke to my mom in Hawaii yesterday. She's doing good. They're opening things back up. Japan officially opening things back up already, even though they were like in back of America as far as kind of clamping down. But we are still looking for a location here in Japan, and I will be doing car stuff in Japan. So it's just a matter of time before I find a garage, house, shop set up where it can be a perfect harmony mix with me, because I'm the kind of guy where I don't want to get a shop separate from my house. I kind of want it there. So if I feel like tinkering at night, or I don't have to go driving to a separate location, not only, do you save on, I just don't see it worth me renting a shop just to have a shop. It's, to me, it's a waste of money. I just want to get something, a home base, like my Texas home. Hawaii, I wasn't set up like that. Hawaii, I had the home, and then I had my friend Tony's shop set up, ready to rock and roll with us. But I ended up coming here, so I'm looking for a home shop set up to where I can go out, make the videos, go on live with you guys from within the shop, show you what cool cars we're working on, yada yada yada. So it might take a couple months, but if you guys pray and hope for that I find something quicker, hey, maybe it'll happen quicker. So please think about Tony when you go to sleep and say, hey, now I lay myself myself to sleep, and do your little prayer, and then say, I hope Tony finds the shop in Japan so we can get the party started. Anyway, Wendy Blue, awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys, yes, for now, yes, we decided as a family, we did the pros and cons, and we're going to be, staying in Japan, hunkering down. I wouldn't really call it hunkering down, but we're going to be, my daughter, Maya, just started Japanese school 3 days ago. She's officially going to Japanese school here, my daughter, Maya. I have 3 cars full of projects. 3-car garage full of projects. So she started school here. My daughter Allie's in daycare, and she has her routine going with the hospitals and everything. So we just have so many things set up here. It's just gonna be stupid to go back now and look for new doctors and set up with the schools. And even in America, like, school is down right now, right? So, like, it's not like we can even get my kid into school. And here she's walking to school. Like, it's like school is like 5 or 6 blocks away, and my daughter walks to school. I mean, kids here in Japan, they will walk the city streets to school. You'll see them 4 years old, 5 years old, like, walk into school. I should actually take some video of that for you guys one day and kind of show you what that looks like. Yeah, Jack, family is priority. Absolutely. So we'll get to some Q&A in a bit. I just wanted to kind of, humble down, talk about real life stuff with you guys. Lionel, finally built my shop on my property. That's the way to go, man. That's the way to go. Nelson Ramos, in Mexico, kids want to go to school. And kids, man, kids are suffering too. It's not just the adults. Kids don't want to be home all day. Kids don't want to wear a mask. They want to go out, play, get dirty, get on their bikes. Like, when I was a kid, man, I used to come home and I wouldn't even go in the house. I just, like, drop my stuff off in the garage and go play, and just be outside. Like, I was not really a gamer kid. I was always kind of like outside, like playing on like mountain bikes or bikes, going to the park, playing with the dog, working on a go-kart, working on a moped, riding, getting mechanical stuff, that type of stuff. Anyway, thank you, Gavin. I appreciate it. So, before I forget, next week, guys, I think you might have gotten my emails if you're on my auto body list, but I am actually going to be doing next week a training on e-commerce. I know I talked about this in the past, but I just want to drop a link if you haven't registered yet. Hey, what's up? You can actually go to that site right now and pre-register. You're not going to get any trainings yet. It's just getting on the registration, saying, hey, Tony, I'm interested in this. I'm going to be covering e-commerce and how you can basically start an online e-commerce business from the comfort of your own home. It's something I started doing in 2016, early 2016, late 2015. So I've been doing e-commerce for almost 5 years now. Prior to that, I've been selling online since 2009. So I know how to sell online. I know how to get traffic, not only YouTube like this, but Google, the good old Google traffic. I know how to get traffic from Google. And my team is also working on Instagram and Facebook. So we have a lot of things. And these are some of the things that I recently got from China, like really cool remote control gadgets and toys and stuff. We got a bunch of samples. I took some video of that. and I have a family vlog video coming out. I think tomorrow. So I urge you to watch it. We went to go to a little goat farm, yada yada yada, and all of that. But a good friend of mine, he does e-com, pulling in $5-6 million a year with his e-com business. His son just got started, 15 years old, has his own website selling kitchenware, e-commerce. And my daughter, she's not at that age yet. She started her YouTube channel a while back, but she kind of got lazy in making it. She's a kid, I get it, but I think she'll be coming back to it. And she's showing me an interest now in e-com. She wants to do, especially that she heard of my friend's son, Casey, get into it, and we've hung out. Like, he's a good friend of mine. We used to live in Mexico together, around the corner from each other. Like, our family knows their family, and it's all good. So she knows Casey, and she's like, wow, Casey has an e-commerce store, he's making money online. I'm like, yeah. So she's like, oh my god, I want to start selling online too. So my daughter's showing interest, so I'm going to probably be helping her set up an e-com store. And maybe it will even be an example as this new training program that I'm going to be sharing with you guys on where to get the best products, how to do all this, how to set up your accounts, how to put up a quick and easy website, how to get traffic, and how to make sales online. So if you guys are interested in that, just go here again, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore. That's it right there. We'll get into some auto body Q&A right now. You made a good one. The VIP is such a diverse exploration of auto body. And guess what, guys? VIP is not over. Like, when we do more Japan projects here, more is going to go into VIP. More keynote presentations that we do are going to be in VIP for you. And the VIP guys get priority help, like these keynotes that we do, like the free giveaways and stuff like that. I go and I buy Atom spray guns and I give them away. I buy GunBudds, I give them away, and so much more. So anyway, guys, let's do the quick auto body Q&A. I'm sorry, like, we kind of took some time here going over for the first 10 minutes or so as an intro. But okay, so I'm just going to, guys, if you want to type in your questions, feel free. Let's get started. Steven says our governor from Washington wants us to keep us shut down for 3 more months. Not happening. People already getting out and about. Dude, I don't blame you, and I want people to protest. If it was in Washington, man, I would be out there with the protesters, 100% guaranteed. That's BS. Okay, I thought I saw a question up here. I'm just trying to see if I missed any. Okay, Edgar. Hi, Tony. What happens if I add reducer to my mixture clear coat and hardener? The instructions say to use clear coat and hardener 1-to-1. Well, you're just going to get a thinner material. So I wouldn't add reducer unless you absolutely feel like you need to. Reducer is not going to kill your paint job. It's not going to hurt it, but I would not add more than 10% reducer. Okay, maybe test it with like 3 to 5%, just a tab, just to give it some more liquidity. If you feel like it's too thick, okay, then it'll dry and you'll be fine. All right, but just don't add too much reducer. Reducer is just to loosen it up and thin it out if it's a little too thick, if you feel like the clear coat's a little too thick. Because if clear coat is too thick, it's not going to spray on and atomize correctly, and you're not going to get a glossy flat finish. You're going to get more of an orange peely finish. So reducing is not a bad thing, but you have to know the consistency. And because I've been painting for so long, it's hard to give you an exact add this many ounces or that. So I would just say, because I usually just check the mixture by the drips and consistency off of my mix stick. I could just see it drip, and I'll know if it's too thick or thin. So I mean, as you guys paint, the more you paint, the more you guys will get like that as well. All right. Russ says, I have a few parts of my Harley that are fiberglass I'm working on. Any difference in paint prep or for adhesion? It's the same exact process, Russ, when you're doing body kits. Russ, if you're a VIP, check out the body kit series on the Miata. There's a lot of fiberglass body kit, parts that I put on that car, and there's a couple of those in there. And even the BMW M5 series that I did, that was just epoxy fiberglass on top of a plastic bumper cover, molded in, and then you would do it the same way. Okay, so you could put a good 2K primer over sanded fiberglass and to build it up. Then you could put a sealer on it or just use a sealer primer like what I use and cut it down. Apply any glaze if you have to, if you have any imperfections or whatever, to fill any pinholes. And then cut that down with 400 grit, wet or dry. I like wet sanding. And you're good to go. All right? There's no different process for that. The only difference is going to be is if you're painting raw plastic, okay, then you'd want to use a Bulldog. Like I use Bulldog adhesion promoter. So I'd sand the plastic down, scuff it up with my Scotch-Brite pad or sandpaper, and then spray some adhesion promoter on it, then put primer on it. Cars and Beats Official, I have a question. I'm a VIP member, but can you go over the process of blending clear? You said to use 10% of clear and 90% reducer. Yes, so I don't think I said 90% reducer, 10% clear. No. It was more like, so when you're blending clear coat on a thin roof rail, let's just say, okay, you can use a blender. It's called a blender, okay, that you just mix in, and then I haven't used the blender in a while, but if you buy a blender, it'll tell you how much to put into your clear coat. Or you could just use a reducer, and I would say you probably want to add 25 to 35% reducer, maybe 50. It depends on your clear coat. And then, you kind of see what that looks like. It's going to be thin, so you want to spray at a higher pressure and kind of back off a little bit to blend it in, because the atomization is going to be very fine. So it's not something you want to go over with your whole panel. You want to do just in that section. So I think it's time to make a proper blending video. So as soon as I get set up with my new shop, guys, I promise I will make you the best blending video ever. From to blending on a roof rail or quarter panel. I'll figure out, I will purposely make a damage on a car that I have to show you how to do a blend and paint. Just to show you how to do it. If I don't have a car or a customer job or whatever, I don't do customer jobs, but I will find something to make a proper blend video, how I do it and how you could do it, and sand it and buff it out. Okay. All right. So hopefully that helps. Sean, question. I'm almost finished car and it's very shiny, but when you come closer, you notice fine scratches. Any product I can use to get rid of the scratches? I'm using 3M. So I'm not sure what pad you're using, but you'd want to use a foam pad with your final polish and use a glaze, a polishing glaze when applying. So the 3M Perfected, they have a polish, a final glaze that you put on, and then that should really take out all the swirl marks. And then after that, you can give it a ceramic coating, which is pretty expensive. I haven't really gotten into that yet, but there's YouTube videos out there if you look up ceramic coating. Or you can just put a really good spray wax on it. And there's a product at Zoolaa.com called Zen Wax, which is water-based, and it's really, really good. So look up Zen Wax over at Zoolaa. It's a very good wax. I use it on all of my cars, and I'm going to use it here in Japan once I'm set up. So yeah, if you're seeing swirl marks, again, foam pad with the polishing glaze, and then you're gonna want to put a spray wax on top of that, and make sure you use a microfiber cloth to just wipe that down. What up, Tony from Puerto Rico? Hello from Cleveland, Tennessee. Cleveland is the city where we come from. So run. Do I need to use primer if I paint over old paint? It was cheap Maaco paint job 10 years ago. You don't have to unless you have a lot of fading or imperfections that you need to fill and fix and repair. So it depends, but it's not needed. Ahmed Jafar, I think that's you. Ahmed Jafar, you the one who sent me the pictures of the Jeep Cherokee? I am making a PowerPoint presentation especially for you, my brother. I emailed you back. Nelson Ramos, do you think the 60-gallon compressor is good for complete? Absolutely. 60-gallon is a ton of volume. Nelson, what type of horsepower is that thing? 5 horsepower. What type of CFM is it putting out? Thanks, man. Zen Wax. Can I get a brand new door for my Pontiac Bonneville? I would think you can. You could get one probably aftermarket or check with the dealer. If not, go to the junkyard and pick one up and swap it out. One more question from Mr. Edgar. I have a bottle of candy paint concentrate. I want to paint the truck. The ratio is 8-1. The candy bottle contains 8 ounces. So it means I can mix it with 63 ounces of carrier. Yes, absolutely. And, you know, the candy concentrates, I want to get more into that as well and make more videos on that. And I will once I'm set up. But they're just giving you the recommended. You can actually go 10-1 or 12-1 because the more coats you give it, the darker it's going to get. So if you really want like a dark candy, like with 2 coats, you could do 4-1, but it will be extreme. Just keep that in mind. Okay, Ahmed. So I'm going to be coming out. Just give me about 5 days. I'm coming out with a PowerPoint, but let's see if your question was, what is the thickness of sheet metals you usually use to fix the rusted area? Gauge wise, man, what was I using? Man, I don't remember what gauge I was really using. Let me see something. Oh God, I'm just looking up one of my old auto body videos to see if I can share something with you. I know I covered it. I do have a video on that, but I mean anywhere from 22 gauge, 20, you know, the thing is if you have a small rust repair spot, you can use a thinner gauge. Okay, if it's like a dimes, you know, a quarter size or a $half size hole, you can use a 22 gauge, 24 gauge. It could be thin if you're spot welding it, but if you have a bigger patch that you want to weld, you know, you want to get up to a heavier gauge, you know, maybe 18 gauge. Uh, yeah, all right, 16, not 16. 16 might be a little too much. But 20 to 18 is the, you know, average. 22 could be on the thin side. So just giving you an idea. Hey guys, hit the like button. Jack Callis says, hit the like button. Get it out of the way. Thank you, Jack. Jack in the box. Jack the Mac. Okay, let's see. Can I get a brand new door? Okay, I did that. I did that. Dallas paint correction ceramic coating is like 60 bucks and it's awesome. That's super cheap, man. Tony, when blending, what do I sand to adhere the clear? Okay, so if you're blending now there's 2 types of blending, guys. There's blending base coat and there's blending clear coat. Okay, what are you talking about? Blending what? Okay, because you could blend base coat and then the clear coat would be over the whole panel. Blending clear coat would basically be blending clear into an adjacent section of the car, you know, that has clear on it, like a roof rail or a quarter panel. Mainly those are the main areas. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. But okay, so if you're blending base coats, you could be anywhere from 400 grit, you know, 600 grit, and then you're blending base into your panel, and then you clear coat it. Blending clear coat, you could have your panel sanded with like 1200 grit, the clear coat, and then you blend into that, and then you'd want to sand that with like 15 to 2000, and then buff it. So this way, the clear buffs into, you know, your unpainted clear that was already there on your roof rail will buff into your new clear coat. Yeah, they don't make Pontiacs anymore. Yeah, okay. My bad. Question: I'm using a foam pad, but I was told after fresh paint, I have to wait about 2 months for the paint to cure before adding any wax on my car. Is that so? Yes, absolutely. That is so. It's 2 months is a little extreme. I would say anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. You want your paint to breathe. And I didn't know you were working on a freshly painted car, or else I would not say uh, wax it. I thought you were doing like a repair or something that you just wanted to just get it out, and then you could just wax it and get it out. But it is true that you should not wax fresh paint because it stops your paint from breathing, and you could end up with some sort of chemical pop because of the trapped solvents in there and having like a little reaction, solvent pop, or like air bubbles could uh, transpire from underneath that. I don't know, but that that could happen. I haven't really seen anything like that, but yeah. Um, I believe it's 3.5 horsepower, 13 CFM at 40, and 11 at 90. Yeah, you should be okay, Nelson, with that compressor. 13's a little on the low side, but I don't think you're gonna have a problem because you got a 60-gallon air tank. You got a lot of volume there. If I'm gonna paint my hood white, Richard Gomez says, and add charcoal outline, should I paint the white first, then add the dark color, then clear? Yes, you could do that. VIP, of course. Please weigh in on sanding epoxy primer sealer versus shooting 2K over and sanding that instead. Well, if you're going to be painting directly over epoxy primer sealer, you want to sand, you want to get it down with a 360 and then finish washing it off with a 400 before paint. If you're going to put 2K over that, you still want to finish it down with like at least a 280, 240, 280 before putting 2K over that. And then you'd want to take that down to 400 grit, and then you're ready for paint. Zero to Hero says, hey, Tony, does the Atom X88 have a split nozzle like the Iwata guns? Yes, the 2.0 version will have it. The 1.0 version, the X88 combo, is a brand new design. It's an HTE gun, high transfer, like the low volume, low pressure Atom X27, Atom X20. Same design, but it comes with 2 tip kits. That's the thing with the X88. But the next version of the X88 will have a similar style as the Iwata, or Iwata if you're Japanese. So if you want to know what he's talking about, Zoolaa is doing a pre-order sale on the Atom X88. You can check it out right there. It comes with a GunBudd ultra lighting system. Finally made it. I can rarely see live working at the local hospital. The U.S. is finally open for business. However, guys, this COVID stuff is not over. See new cases every day. Keep precaution. Thank you, Edwin. Sundown Blazer, just letting you know, I love the Atom X16. Been using it a lot. It lays down like glass. I told you, guys, the Atom spray guns are no joke. I wouldn't be talking about them, and I wouldn't be promoting them if it was a crap gun. It's a really high quality, fantastic spraying spray gun. So if you guys are looking for spray guns, definitely check out the Atom X series. Have you seen a 1/2-inch PVC airline setup burst? Everybody tells me not to use it. I have not seen a 1/2-inch PVC airline burst. That's just. Are we okay? Guys, are we here? Give me some quick feedback. Are we here? I thought I lost you guys for a second. So Jim. Are we here? Are we good? Are we good? Let me know. Are we good? Let me know if we're good. Okay, refresh. If you guys need to refresh. All right. So Sunblazer said, okay, so Sundown Blazer. Just remember, low volume, low pressure MP, the Atom X27 is an HTE gun, high transfer efficiency. So it's really good on getting that clear coat down. So if you want to use that gun as a clear coat only gun, you could rock with that. The high volume, low pressure is really good for laying down base coats and metallic paints and solid paints and just the base part of it. So if you want to have two separate guns, you can get in high volume, low pressure for your base coats and use your low volume, low pressure strictly as your clear coat gun. But it doesn't mean that you can't spray both base and clear out of your low volume, low pressure. So just to let you know. Hey, Tony, is that contest over, the one where you take the picture of your Atom gun? Nope, it's going to be on till the end of the month. You guys still have another week or so, maybe a little bit more than a week. So yeah, Jim, definitely do that. I think you have the page. It's still open. So yeah, definitely do that. Okay, no frozen. Yes, circle of death. Tony, when you was answering my question, it quit. Gary, what was your question? Please pop it up here again. Thank you, Mr. Jack. Good now, no connection. Ed, are low volume, medium pressure guns any good? Yes, they are good. And Ed, that's why I would definitely check out the Atom X20 or Atom X27. They have, see, the difference between their gun is it's kind of like a difference between medium pressure and it's like a combination. So this gun is really unique in that way. You can check it out here. It's a low volume, low pressure MP. So you get it's a combination. It's a really good spraying gun. That's the difference. And you also, like, again, they're doing a free GunBudd with every Atom X order. All right, guys. Yo, I am in so late. I'm sorry, Arnold. Arnold, did you send in an updated picture of yourself? If not, please do again. We have until, I think it's the end of the month. Can I use a regular paint sprayer, not high volume, low pressure for primer? Absolutely, yes, you can. You could use a conventional sprayer or low volume, low pressure, no problem. All right. So guys, slam the like button. I'm gonna head out. My wife just came back. I got a few things. I gotta run out. I gotta do a couple things today, then get back, do some keynote presentations, and also I need to prepare for the upcoming training that I'm doing. I'm gonna drop the link one last time, guys. If you want to learn how to build an e-commerce business and get my support at the same time, this is going to be really, really cool. I'm very excited. I'm working on the program, and you can get registered right here for the presentation. And if you guys, anybody wants to join me to take things to the next level, I will be having a special offer where you guys can join me, and we will be doing private coaching calls over Zoom, where it's similar to this, but we're going to be interacting with one another. We'll probably even have a Facebook group or some sort of community where we can help each other get to the next level, build out an internet business, and do something while we're stuck at home. Why not? I mean, if we can create an e-com store for you and make you an extra 1,000 or 2,000 a month, why not? Right? It's a no-brainer. So anyway, guys, 10-4, go get that honeydew list done. Thank you, guys. Hit the like button. I will see you on, what's today? Today is Thursday night, Sunday night. I'll see you Sunday night, guys. All right. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out. Peace out, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, your answer. God, Gary, where is your question, Gary? PVC airline question. Oh, you asked if it bursted. I've never seen any PVC airline burst before. So that's just me. All right. Hopefully that helped. Peace out, guys.